Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Yeah, crazy day for sure. A lot of news today. Families. Family's good. Waiting on Roger. Just went to get some water. We'll be ready to get started. Uh, no, not, but now it's off again. By the way, Trump said Powell's not doing a good job. I'm open to the idea of firing him, but we're not planning to do anything right now. I did have a birthday a few days ago. How'd you know that? Yeah, it's the 8th. What am I gonna say? Mm-mm. Thanks. I mean, I'm not gonna wear a tiara and prance around the office. So yeah, I think I got hired right before they really started doing HR, and so I don't. Most of my information's not in there. Oh, Adam, it's July 8th. That is well, it could be good news, Adam, but I understand. Adam, I'm having sympathy heartburn right now. Sympathy heartburn. Yeah, Adam said he just got slapped hard. My 30-year-old daughter just showed up with a diamond ring. She's getting married next July. Yeah, hopefully you like your future son-in-law.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. I'll be starting in just a second, and I just wanted to hold on a second. I just wanted to turn something on here. Give me just 1 second, please. 1 second. I want to make sure YouTube has access and all that, and then we'll be starting in just 1 second. Hope everybody's doing great. We're just trying to make some money on all of this. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Uh, Let me just put this on. You know. I wish there was so much. I wish we just had, concrete information, but yeah, what are you going to do? He loves me. He loves me not. All right. Hey, Edgar, Naples fan, Raj, Oliver, Devin, Richard, Kevin. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing great. Let me go here to you to Zoom. Say hello to everybody on Zoom. Hey, Christopher. Hey, John. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sean. Let me just start in the beginning. 1 second. I want to exit. 1 second. Two. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. What? I just want to give you guys a target. We put on a little day trade. 358. 350. You are on your own. Okay. All right. Let's start in the beginning. Ralph from Atlanta, Chris, John, Richard. Hey, Richard. Brendan, uh, Robert, Brendan. Matt, was I in Europe when it was your birthday?
No, we got back.
I
I
got
was at
back.
work. Yeah. It was the
All right.
last Tuesday.
Murray says, I know a great divorce attorney, Jill. Hey, Jill, how are you? Sean, congrats. Great news. Now, who's this? Eagle Beagle Adam? Is that the Adam whose wife is getting, a daughter's getting married? Which Adam is it? Is it Eagle Beagle? I just got here a second ago. Cyrus, Candy, Kevin, Jesse, Polly, Cyrus, Louie, Chris, Adam waited until I got out of the hospital. She said she was buying a cup of coffee. Oy vey. It is Adam. It's Eagle Beagle. Yeah. B-Rad. I did. I talked him up. I talked Eagle Beagle up when he was gone. Slap myself. Forget to change everyone again. Hey, Richard. How are you? Anybody take a little bit out of a little bite out of Hood just now? Let me know if you guys did. Shannon, Bob, Kirk, Spy, Christopher, John, Adam, Kirk, Chad, Wayne, Kevin, S. Demuskin, if I got it right. Dave. Yeah, survived. Yeah, who survived this morning's roller coaster? That's a good one right there. All right, let's see. Showed up with a ring saying he's marrying. Oh, don't get me started with that. Nancy, Adam, David, Reynolds, Peter, Carr, Bugs. Bob says we had 660 people and 311 thumbs up. Thank you, Bob. You're a very, very good host. Earlier took 30% on the Spy. Very nice. Lake Las Vegas, W. Moore. Very nice. Everyone meted this morning, but could get in. Hats up, 9,000 for a week. Very nice, Esther. Go ahead and grab that, Matt.
I'm grabbing them all.
Good. Scotty took Hood. Good, good, good. Bill, good morning. Sylvia, you're welcome for the trading zone. We'll be talking about that in a bit too. Good day, and I want to talk about today how we found that trade, the principle of how we found that trade. Randy, who took ASTS from yesterday? Hope you took profit. Good, 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 good. AZP 386% in 19 minutes. Bugs. Did you get that one, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. It's pretty darn good. Hey, Rachel, Robert, mate, 480 in Trading Zone Live and 386 in the pit. You're welcome, Tony. Vernon, Carlos, Bob. I'll be starting in just a second. Trying to send you back. Couldn't enter chat. That's all good, Esther. You're here. Good, good. I'm glad you guys made money on Hood. ASTC paid big. Got out on good time. Good, Barry. Post how much you made on those stocks. I can repost them. Hood, good. Put a spread on Hood. Good, good. Almost choked on it. Very tasty. Hood, thank you. You're welcome. Esther up 9,000 for the week. My Cly. I like opening the room and having people giving me positive feedback. I like that. Made 250 on Spy, 360 on Hood. Got a little bite of Hood. Good, good, good. Richard, I was in Hood when you said you weren't chasing. Took profit, then got it in again. There you go. I think it's got up to, I don't know if it's going to get to today's high, depending on the market, but I think Hood will get up to the mid 103s. And that's where I told you guys my second target is. In case you guys want to, because I'm going to be here for a while. I don't want to be fixated on it next. Okay. Love the Hood. Good. Sure. Uncle Roger, desktop 544. Linda. Good, good. Spy Trade. Esther. Carlos. David. I love when a plan comes together. Kevin made 2,500 on the Spy. I think people are liking Trading Zone Live. I'm going to say that. Are you guys liking Trading Zone Live? Bugs made 20K in 19 minutes. You better get that, Matt. That's pretty good.
We almost got really lucky today because I was eyeing a short right at, let's see here, 11, between 11:10 and 11:15. I was waiting for that level to I was waiting for us to get up to that level, but then I wanted to see the volt start down ticking. And as the volt started down ticking, the news came out about Powell, and it just dropped, $1.50 in a minute. So
Yeah.
we were almost in it, but I didn't pull the trigger. And obviously that had nothing to do with it, but would have been nice to get lucky sometimes.
Julian says Trading Zone Live is awesome. Julian says 14% in 3 minutes. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like that. I like that. Very, very nice. Matt, I want to make sure you're nice and busy posting all these testimonials, and we're going to be starting right now. Sorry, guys, I want to get going. Richard says added another 8,000 today to the cookie jar, up to 87,000 for the month. I'm sure his wife is happy about that too. The maid is coming, Richard. The maid. Hood should make it up to 109 before pullback. Not today, obviously. Yeah, not today. But yeah, Brendan, I get what you're saying. Made 3,200 in the hood. Very nice. Hey, it's nice to make money in the hood or on the hood or whatever hood you're on, right? Now, I almost gave you guys WDC. I actually took one share from my account just to keep track of it, but I think we picked the bottom was in the low 102s on WDC. Trading zone very helpful. Just in for the last 4 days. Good, 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 good. Rick has made over $3,600 on zero DTE today. Very nice. Very, very nice. Trading Zone Live, I assume. I'm going to post that here. I appreciate it. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, let's begin. We got about 500 people here. We got 71 here. Um, so I want to talk about the trade that we made money on today in Trading Zone Live. And to give Matt credit, it was complete. Well, it wasn't completely his trade, but he executed the trade. We were both talking about it, but it was his trade. But I want to show you some of the things that made us take that trade. So if I don't know if you guys remember this, but let me just give you guys some context. It was right here. It was right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somewhere right around here in this territory right here. Okay. And we got out pretty much right here. And then it started going up, and I guess it would have been better if we stayed short. But nonetheless, I want to show you. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're not we're not Einsteins, and we can't predict the future. So, but here's we all made money, as you guys saw here. It was a great trade,
A little bit to
but
the left. It's
it
at
was more to the
10:30.
left.
It
It
was at
was over
10,
here.
10:30.
So it was this one
Nope, nope. Go to the right. That
right
hammer right
here.
there.
It was right
Yeah.
here. It was right here. It was
Yes.
before all this craziness. Yeah, it was like right here. Okay. So the market started going up here, and folks thought we were going to pass up the VWAP. There's something important I want to teach you guys here. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, this is really important because this is where the money is. Nice, Anukumar. Very good. Good, good. Took the Lulu short, still $500 profit. I haven't heard too many people complaining about losers. That's very, very good. I like that. I like that.
We haven't had one this week yet. Fingers crossed.
Knock, yeah. Don't curse yourself. Anyways, um, and by the way, the market is still heading down, as you can see right here. This is a downtrend last few days, which means we'll probably cool off right here. Hood is holding up pretty good. Actually, it's above our exit right now. As I said, about mid 103s, you could take the rest of the trade off. And yes, I gave you that information right here. Second target is 103.50. Hold for more love, runner right here. Yeah, all right. Anyways, nobody's arguing with me on there. Still just sold Hood. Still holding 25% runner. Thank you, sir, for actually listening to me. I appreciate that, Kevin. And 130.50. Yeah, me too, B-Rad. Unless Trump, it started out being a pretty choppy day, and I think it's going to end up being a choppy day. And all this right here was just Trump. I love Powell. I hate Powell. I love Powell. I hate Powell. Obviously, I'm just trying to be funny. Please don't take this personally. I'm not trying to make political discussions here. I am like really over it. And yeah, Helen, you was a winner too. That's right. That's right. You was a winner as well. Okay, so I want to show you guys something and the benefit of watching this. So let me just move this to the side. So here was the trade, right? It's right here. It's right here. We were running up here. We bounced off the VWAP and we took profit right here. Okay. So I just want to show you the big thing for that trade was. You see right here, we're looking at mega caps. Well, do you see right here, this bar right here? See, look at the time below. See, it says 10:25. See, Matt, I don't recognize. Look how crazy I am. I don't recognize time, but I recognize price action.
Yep.
Isn't that something?
Yep.
Price action for me is more of a familiarity than looking at frickin' time at this point. I could spot my levels more on a on a on a chart than I can on looking at the clock. But yeah, you could see here at 10:25. So look at what was happening. Mags were running away, right? Mags were really, really running away. This is a teaching moment. Please listen. Okay. And the market went with it because obviously mags have major market cap. But at the same time, I was looking at SMH, which was a major catalyst today. We know ASML, right? And look what they're at 10:25. Look what they were doing. Look. So again, look what mega caps were doing. Look at mega caps. This is really important, guys. This is mega caps, right? Vold was going down, ADD was going down, and Mags did this. And I saw this bar right here. And I said, this isn't going to end well. And while it's doing it, I'm telling Matt, Mags are running away with the circus. And I was using those words. But look at SMH. There's nothing going on. There's no upside. Zero. I mean, look at 10:25, 10:30. Look. So I want to show you the two charts. I'm just going to put them next to each other. Look. Why it's so important to look at everything together. So this is what mega caps were doing. And this is not like some post-trade analysis. This is literally our conversation while we're ready to put the trade on. I said, look, I think we're going to go right up to the VWAP and we're going to come back down. The Vold was ticking down and mags were doing this and we had that candle. We went up right up to the VWAP. And then I go right to the SMH. I'm thinking SMH is doing this too, right? It's doing this. Look at 10:20 to 10:30. Nothing. What did I say the major catalyst was this morning? Semiconductors. What was I looking at right before that SPY trade? Semiconductors. But Roger, you told me you look at Alpha Zone Pro. I do, and I was. And we were right at the VWAP. And momentum wasn't very strong either. I was. But while I was looking at that, I was also looking at the relationship between mega caps and SMH. And I was also looking at the Vold at 10:25, right here, 10:30, going down. And this was right here at the bottom. It was like break. It was like somewhere like ready to break down right here. So this was pointing down. This was flat. So there you can't really do anything with this when it's flat. There was nothing really going on here. We went up right up to the VWAP. Thank you, Mags, for giving that to us. And then is there anything here? Is there volume? No. Oh, what is SMH doing? And then we went short on that trade. So I wanted you to understand. I really wanted you guys to understand that it's not, and it's a matter of looking at several different things together and putting a value on whatever holds the most value that day. Just as Richard just said, follow the movie. What have I been telling you for 8 years in my VIP in my morning show? It's like watching a movie. And when you watch a movie, you watch not a movie, more like a series, because you have repeating people. You know how in a series you have the lady or the guy that's really emotional, then you have somebody who doesn't think clearly, then you have somebody who does everything by the book. I mean, every show has a bunch of characters. It's the same. Thank you, Michelle. But it's the same principle. I am looking at, and again, I'm not looking at everything. I'm looking at maybe 5 or 6 different things. Now, if you keep an eye on those 5 or 6 different things every single day, I promise you're going to start reading them really well. What do we go through every morning in the VIP room? I keep saying VIP room in the morning show. The exact same stuff, right? You can right exactly, Wild Ranger. You can actually predict the dialogue, plot plans, and you could. Oh, you know this now. You know this is going to. Yesterday, we were watching a show. There was a lady who got up on a tree, who was getting up on a tree. It was Hacks. My wife and I were watching Hacks last night. They were. It was an old episode. We're just catching up. One of the older one, I forgot her name, Jean Smart. She was. They went on a hike and they got lost. And the young one went on, I don't remember her name, but the young one went on a tree. And I'm like, you know, she's going to fall down right now, right? You know, her ass is going to fall down. And what happened a minute later? She fell right back down. Not because we've been watching the show, not because I have some brilliant insight into her. I don't know. I don't even know her name. You guys get my point here. Oh, is this above the VWAP? Is this below the VWAP? Where's the 8-day EMA on day? Something else I want to show you. Why was I pretty confident that this was going to be the low today? Can anybody tell me? This is the 5-minute chart. Can anybody tell me why I thought this was going to be the low today? Let's see if anybody can answer that question. I'm hoping you guys will help me. CJ, yes, the 8-day. Well, we don't have to go very far. On the daily, no, CJ got it right. CJ, it was the moving average. I don't know if it was the 15-day or the 8-day, but it was here. It was where the heck are we? Let me put up my TC 2000 here. Give me a second. I'm just going to pull up the TC 2000. That's right, Naples fan. Here. And there's that signal on hood that I set right here. Everything by the book. So, look at that. We touched the 15-day. Do you remember this morning's session? I said next couple of days, we're going to touch the 15-day. And I also said, Matt, this morning on my way to work, as you remember, the RSP is a lot more telling of what the market's doing than the SPY because the mega caps have been going up, but look at RSP. Now, did anybody come to my morning session? We got about 600 people here combining the VIP, the Zoom room and the YouTube channel, about almost 600, I think. Actually, more than 600. We have about 650. Do you guys remember what I said this morning? We're starting to get a two-sided price action. There's actually, for the first time in a month. Do you remember? It's at 8 o'clock, Bob. Do you remember I said to you, for the first time in a month, we have just as many stocks going down, two-sided price action. We're still in a choppy market. I showed you levels on the SPY, and I said eventually we're going to hit the 265 on SMH. Do you guys remember all that? It was only 4 hours ago. There you go. Not because I have some insight, but because I do the same thing every single day and I look at the same things every day. And they tell me after a while, you start kind of seeing things. Right? And that's why we do the same things every day. But I wanted you guys to get a little insight into that. Now, I actually want to go through some stocks today. All right? I haven't done that in a long time. I'm going to teach you some day trading stuff, but first, let me go through some stocks. And today will be the last day I'm doing that class in quite some time. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, today will be the last session. We're moving on to something else. Okay. By the way, you may or may not have noticed, not only is this the 15-day EMA right here, but we tagged this low right here too. So within a tick or two of this support area right here. All right. All right. Let me turn my YouTube back on so people can. Yes, you pay attention to RSP. Yep. I said I wouldn't pay too much attention. Bob says, I live in California. I haven't seen a schedule for trading, call schedule. I'm a new member. We've been doing calls every day last week and this week at noon. And they're all being put in the members area. Bob, they're all there. Okay? They're all there. Put this over here. SMH. That there. Yeah, the noon call. So there was about 5-6 hours, and last week and this week I've been doing a call every day at noon. Today's the first time I'm kind of messing around with it. Oh, we actually went up to 103 on Hood. Good, good, good. I'm pretty sure you guys all made money on that. All right, let me give you some stocks, and then we'll. I want to do a little more teaching. Okay, Gap to the downside. Ah, congrats, Richard. He was actually on the show this morning while sitting at the airport. Ah, go figure. Good luck, because my shows zero interest. They show absolutely no interest in the markets whatsoever. Um, all right. All right. Good for you, Barry. Good for you. So gap to the downside. It's breaking down. When you look to the left, there's not much here. The next support is right there. There's no high volume candles till here, so you do have a lot of room to work with. The option chain. Right now, I would be looking at puts about 30 days out, about 67 delta, if assuming we were doing it right now, 21. Kim says, I'm new. When you say long, we buy add the money call. For what program, Kim? Send me an email, Kim. Send me an email. We got 650 people here. I don't want to interrupt the flow. GIS, definitely not a day trade. And we want to see follow through below this level, but it's been looking pretty good. Choppy stock, not a day trading stock, but looking pretty good here. 30 days out, 74 delta, 52.50 put. Okay. KNF, breakdown below these high volume candles. Just what we wanted to see. I would not be doing anything with this option. I would just be doing the underlying because the spread sucks big time. Post has to break. It's not ready yet. There's better consumer stocks. NSP, not like this one, for example. This is not a consumer stock, but this is sure. Now, I want to show you the difference, folks. Now, I'm going to teach you something right now. So pay attention. Look at Post. Look at Post. You get into this stock and you make a wrong move and you go for a little ride, right? Look how much overlap the stock has. Now look at NSP. See how directionally it moves? Again, look at Post. It's everywhere, nowhere, right? Look at Wendy's. Much better than Post, right? This sucks. Wendy's is better. NSP is nice. Now, if you can't see what I just showed you in a millisecond, throw away every indicator on your charts except for the ones I have because they're not helping you. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you the three stocks. Okay. Post, Wendy's, and NSP. Can most of you see can some of you not see the distinction that I'm making between the three stocks? If you cannot see the distinction, if they all look the same to you, say yes. Forget about what they're hugging right now. You see, here we go again. People are bringing in the 8-day moving average. They're bringing in what charting program I'm using. I asked you a simple question. Can you see the difference between the three stocks? Yes or no? Okay, you see the difference. You see the difference. Yes. Do we have any no's? Okay. Well, it's obvious to you, Richard, because you come here every day. All right, I'll do it a few more times. Now, you're probably asking, why is he going over such nonsense 3 times? Because this nonsense is 10 times more important than what you think is important. So look at look how many wicks you have. Look how they overlap each other. Look at all this price action. See, look at all this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Every time you go Short or long, you get sucked back into the fold. Chop, 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 chop. Gary says, I'm not seeing it yet. If you're not seeing it yet, Gary, then this is the only thing you should be looking at. It doesn't matter if we're looking at the daily chart or not. See what you guys are doing? Don't add any more to my puzzle. Don't talk about daily charts. Don't talk about the 8-day EMA. Don't talk about stick to the program. There are people here who can't see the difference between the three charts. You understand? So I'm going to show it again. Look at the price action. Look at price action. Look how smooth. If I put this across the room, I'm going to see a clear path. Okay? Look how clear it is. There's hardly any overlapping candles. Look how directional this is. Directional, directional. There's hardly any back and forth. You have a little back and forth here. You have a little back and much more predictable. Look at this. Now look at post. It's all over the place. Yes, they're both going down. They're both making 50-day lows. It's not the fact that they're both going down directionally. That has nothing to do with it. It's the quality of the move. It's how we got there that I'm talking about, not where we are. They're both going steadily down. Jumbled, exactly, jumbled. Look how all over the place. Look, bunched up, bunched up, bunched up, bunched up. What it seems to do, this stock, is it trades in a consolidation, then it jumps, and then it consolidates again. Then it jumps and consolidates again. Where this stock, NSP, is moving real smoothly. Almost every day you could see which way it's going to go. If you get stuck right here and it goes against you, it goes up just a half a point. Whereas post, whoa, sucks you right in. These are really good examples of a shitty stock versus a good stock. And you notice something interesting. Shitty stocks tend to be shitty all the time. It's been shitty for a long time. And this stock, NSP, look how long it's been nice for. How about going back here? Now here it's okay. It's okay. But here it's real nice. It glides. I'm not... Dan, did you hear me talk? Let me ask you guys. Did you hear me in this entire discussion? Did you hear me talk about volume? Did you guys hear me talk about volume, moving averages, daily charts, intraday charts? Did you guys hear me talk about any of that? Then why are you bringing it up? I don't even know what volume is right now. Please stop. Just stop. Just listen. Don't add. Just answer questions and listen. We're not talking about options, Dan. We're not talking about options. You see, before you trade, Dan is, this is what Dan is doing. Dan, let me ask you if this sounds reasonable to you. Do you go driving down the street, see the first prettiest girl and ask her to marry you? Or do you get to know her family? Do you get to know if she's an alcoholic, if she steals, if she has a criminal record, if she's a man in disguise? Don't you want to know those things first before you talk about options? There are so many things, Dan, we have to do before we get to the option. Her FICO score, thank you. Hey, thank you. Why is everybody posting to hosts and panelists? Is there a reason why everybody's posting to hosts and panelists? Don't you guys want to see each other's answers? Can you guys post to every... Yeah, there you go. So how about we don't add your 5 cents? Okay, thank you. See, Dan, before we figure out if we want to trade options, we want to see if it's a sloppy stock or a good stock. Before you get married to somebody, you want to know if they can speak English. All right. I got to watch you guys like a hawk. So this is a reasonable stock. Wendy's is, it's okay stock. Hey, look at this one. Look at Campbell's Soup. What do you guys think is better? NSP? No, Dan, I'm not talking about volume. I'm not talking about options. I'm not talking about the moving average. I'm talking about the quality of the move, the most important thing. Remember what I said, Dan, when I started? I'm going to talk about the thing that's the most important, not the thing that you think is the most important. That's where we are here. All right. I'm giving you guys red meat. I'm giving you soup. I'm giving you this is where the money is. You guys ever wonder how Roger trades with such high accuracy while other schlobs have a 50 or 60% accuracy? Because I know how to pick the right stocks. That's where the money is. Listen what Richard just says. Listen up. This is gold. Richard made over 200,000 this month. He's over 78,000 this month. Maybe you should listen to me instead of giving me your 5 cents. All right. 87. Excuse me, Richard. 87. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. 87. All right. So again, look at a stock like Campbell's Soup and look at a stock like NSP. NSP is a little better. Why? Well, look at Campbell's Soup. It's a little wiki and it has a little more back and forth. A little more back and forth. It respects the 15-day real well, though, whereas NSP almost respects the 8-day most of the time, which is really good. Let's now look at the upside stocks. See, before you learn options, learn what really matters. Options is a conclusion. Options is, oh, we love the stock, we love the trend, we love the market. Oh, now that we love it, now that we know where we're going to buy it, now that we know how we're going to trade it, now that we know there's no earnings on it, okay, now let's take a look at options. We're nowhere there, man. You're getting way ahead of yourselves. All right. So let me first give you, I'm going to go through all the long stocks. Let's find the smoothest one, okay? Not smooth at all, right? Pretty smooth, right? Yeah, good way to lose money, right? Pretty smooth. David says, I'm up only 64,000 this month. I want to be like Richard when I grow up. Matt, repost that, okay? That's a good one. I like that. Very smooth stock. Smooth criminal right here, okay? Nice smooth stock. How about Hood? Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Take a look at most of the stocks that I trade in the pit. How many of them are not smooth criminals? They're all smooth criminals. This is where the money is, folks. This is the MOTS. This is the secret to your success, not where volume option, not volume or options. This is where it is. Options are a proxy. When you know, it's kind of like this. Let me give you an example of what an option is. Okay. Let me tell you where the options are. Okay. You're in a city. You've never been there before. You need to figure out how to get from your house to your aunt's house. Okay. Meanwhile, there's 5 cars pass by. They're all taxis. One is a Mercedes, one is a Range Rover, one is a Bentley, one is a Corvette, and they're all going, I'm ready to pick you up. Where do you want to go? And you're like, well, if we're going to be on an Autobahn, then I'd probably take the Corvette. If I take this car, I'd probably go here. If we're going in the mountains, I'll probably take the Range Rover. But you know what, guys? I don't even know where I'm going. So get out of here. Let me figure out where I'm going to go. That's the analogy. That's the equivalent of you talking about options before talking about this. And I'm not picking on who, I don't even remember the person's name who started talking about all this stuff. I'm just saying that this is where the money is. This is where the money is. All right. Oracle. Hey. So earlier today, I wanted to give you Oracle in the pit, but I did not give you Oracle in the pit. Can anybody tell me why I didn't give Oracle in the pit? We gave it in quick strike anyway. How much is it up right now, Matt?
9%.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not because it's choppy. It's actually pretty, it's reasonable, and it holds the moving average as well. It's not that choppy. Can anybody tell me why? No, Richard, nothing to do with correlation. It was at the VWAP at the time. It was right here. It was at the VWAP at the time. Nope, Charles, but you're close. It was right at the 8-day EMA. And somebody actually sent me an email and I gave them an answer. So I'm just going to give the same answer I gave you because it's the truth. Did you guys look at Oracle when I gave you the signal? You know what's interesting? I'll bet none of you are able to, it has nothing to do with resistance. I bet none of you will be able to guess it. What was different about Oracle than any of the other pit trade I have ever given you, which is why I didn't give it to you. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It was for the same reason why I didn't give you WDC. Let's see if you guys could figure this out. It has nothing to do with correlation. It has nothing to do with technicals. It has nothing to do with volume, and it has nothing to do with wicks. We gave the stock in another program, just not in the pit. Let's see if somebody it has nothing to do with correlation. It was already broken out. All right, nobody's going to guess. It was down on the day. It was down on the day. Have I ever bought a stock that's down in the day for the pit? Not trading above previous day's high, yes. It was down on the day. The stock was down on the day. Take a look when Matt put it into... I got it here. Let me show you. I love having a timestamp. I like Oracle, but it doesn't fit the criteria for this room. 10:10 a.m. What was Oracle doing at 10:10 a.m.? See this line? That's yesterday's closing. Oracle was still here. It was down on the day. One of my first rules in the pit is I don't buy stocks that are down on the day. Now, it doesn't mean I don't buy stocks that are down on the day in other programs. And also, I like this stock. Why did I like this stock? Because it hit the 8-day EMA right here. I bought one share for my account because I'm trying to test the system out to see how well it works in real time. So I'm just playing around with it, just paper trading, buying one share, just messing around with it. But I'm trying to buy stocks that are really moving fast off the 8-day and see what the performance will be. That's right. That's one of my 23 stock rules. Okay. All right. Now, folks are asking me about Trading Zone Live. First off, I don't know if you guys saw this signal today, the bottom. This is very close to where I bought Oracle. So Alpha Zone Pro and Trading Zone Live. Remember, stocks are 75% correlated to the market. So if I get a buy alert on Alpha Zone Pro on the SPY, and if I see a stock that's moving to the VWAP, I will pounce. I'm going to repeat this again for you. If we're in a choppy range on the SPY, and if SPY dictates the movement, I'm giving you gold right now. And if you see a bottoming out pattern here with the oscillator down, and we're expecting a move up on the SPY, and you have a strong stock that's pulled back to the VWAP while this is pulled here, who are you going to call? Not Ghostbusters, your broker. Do you guys understand what I just said right now to you? I'm trying to give you real value. Not bullshit value, real value. It has to do with relative strength. That's right. So look, you're looking at the Alpha Zone Pro, or you have Trading Zone Live and you get a long signal in Trading Zone Live. I'm going to repeat it a few times, Peanut, because this is really important. Let's say you're trading stocks, okay? And let's say you're trading Hood, and Hood is going down to the VWAP. And while Hood is going down to the VWAP, the price on the SPY comes down to our buy level. And right here, we get a hook. We get a tring, 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 like we just got down right now on the way down. We just heard it on the way down. Alan says, incredible insight. It is incredible insight. You ain't going to get this insight by reading books. You're going to get this insight by spending 30 years looking at this crap all day long. So look, you get a buy right here, right? Or Trading Zone Live gives you a buy. You're watching your favorite stock. The buy signal comes right here, and your favorite stock happens to be right at the VWAP. Who are you going to call? So let's look at a timestamp right now. 11:35, 11:40, right? 11:40. Oh my. Let's see when Uncle Roger gave you the alert on this stock. See, I'm not teaching you some theoretic bullshit. I'm teaching you exactly what caused us to make money on this trade just now. So let's see what time we got the signal. First, right here, I told you adding Hood to the long watch list, right? I really like Hood, but I'm not going to chase it. That's the second time I tell you I like Hood. Then I curse the market out, say how bad it is, how there's a bad price action. And finally, at 11:22, I decide, let's go long Hood on this pullback at 11:22. Now, what's Hood doing at 11:22? Right here, right here, right here, right in this area, right here, right here. Now, let's see what the market's doing around that time. Right here. So I'm anticipating we're going to bottom out right here. And I'm anticipating that this is going to come right back up. I bought it right when it was like hovering right around the VWAP. So, do you see how I'm using the SPY, how I'm using AlphaZone Pro, how I'm using the scanner of Pro Trader Dashboard, which is how I found the stock to begin with, and I'm binding it all together into one thing. So you can combine market internals with that. You can combine AlphaZone Pro with that. And if you have a really, really good understanding of how to trade the SPY, you will start getting a real good understanding of when to start buying your favorite stock. Now, Matt, everybody who's on YouTube right now, please make your way. Matt is going to post a link, and here I'm going to say this. Please join us in Zoom room right now. Okay? Michael says, what if the option costs too high to purchase? What do? You call Ghostbusters. No, what you do is you buy a debit spread. Michael, I show you debit spreads here countless times. And when you purchase Trading Zone Live, you also get the vertical option education lessons, so you could learn how to do it yourself. And I also show it here as well. Okay, we just went through some really good stuff. Eagle Beagle, you missed it. Anchored VWAPs are for swings, not for day trades. We don't anchor any VWAPs in day trades. We anchor VWAPs for swing trades. All right. So with that said, folks who are in, and by the way, folks, this is the last time I am doing this for the foreseeable future. We're very close to those 100 people filling in as of yesterday. I think we like 30 more spots went. So if you are interested in learning how Uncle Roger day trades, this is a really good session, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Matt, please go ahead and cut off YouTube. We're going to begin right now. And if you guys are in the Zoom room, you're in the right place. All right. Know where do you go? And if you guys have any questions, I'll monitor the questions and I'll answer them in real time. Folks, this is not going to be any sort of a replay or any of that. I am here doing this live. It's 12:50 afternoon. Today is the what is it? The 15th or 16th of the month? It's the 16th of the month. Thank you. And please come. Thank you, Melissa, for moving from YouTube. Again, please come to the Zoom room. This is the last time I'm doing the following class for foreseeable futures, or at least as far as I know. All right? So please pay attention. Please pay attention. Don't go anywhere. Mags, by the way, just drew above the VWAP, right here above the VWAP. SMH is drew above the VWAP. If you're still holding Hood, which You should be. It's at 103.03, and my second profit target is at 103.50. Please send me an email or let me know if you get clipped and how you did on it today. Now let's talk about this, right? CPI, PPI, SPY live action. Folks, this is really important stuff. This is how you make money. Folks, how many of you made money in Trading Zone Live today? Post it publicly. I want folks to see it. That's what we're going to be talking about today. This is really important stuff. Steve made money, Bob made money, Christopher made money, Richard always makes money, Carlos made money, Tony made money, On Yacht made money, Omar made money, Romel made money, Michelle, Hopium made money, Mark made money, Thomas made money, Randall made money, Phil made money, David made a lot of money, Nathan made money, Ed made $9,000. Very nice, Ed. Let me repost that. Very nice, very nice. I like that. Eduardo made money. Steve made money. All right. So why should you listen to this presentation? Because it's the last time I'm doing it, because the price is going to go up by 50% if you don't. And most importantly, people are making money here like there's no tomorrow. Now, pay attention and listen up. Everything I'm going to show you actually happened. These are actual trade alerts with a timestamp that